What is up, guys? I'm Dave. This is the Brothers Workshop, and today we're going to be showing you how to DIY make a custom modern coffee table with just a few things.
To begin this project, the tools you'll need are a deep well, drill bit, paddle bit, power drill, socket set, wood glue, and an angled drill guide will come in handy. Because we will be lag bolting these two pieces of wood together, you want to make sure that your paddle bit is smaller in diameter than the width of the wood, but also larger than the washers you will be using. We picked this angled drill guide up at Harbor Freight for about $20. Inside came the angled drill guide itself, as well as an instruction book. This angled drill guide will come in handy verifying that we are creating straight holes so that we don't end up poking out one side or the other with any of the bolts we're using. The first step of this project is to lay out any markings we'll need for drilling the holes. Once the location for the drill bit has been marked, we're going to go ahead and use our paddle bit and our angled drill guide to create what will essentially be a countersink for the head of the bolt. Once we've created the first countersink, we'll go ahead to the other side of the same board and create our second countersink.
Now that we have the holes done on both ends of the board, the first board, we're going to go ahead and do the same on this one. So when we put these things together, there's 2 holes on this side and 2 holes on that side. Just going to be an aesthetic thing. Really, the strength is going to come from the bolts. So long as we have 4, it doesn't really matter. But let's get to it. Now that we've finished all of our countersinks, as you can see, we've got 2 on each board. We're going to go ahead and move on to creating our pilot holes. Now what we're going to need is a drill bit long enough to penetrate both boards while they're stacked together so we get that continual drive. And we're going to make sure we have something that's small enough that it's not wider than the threads on the bolt we're going to use, but also not too small as to not pull enough material out of it.
In creating our previous countersink holes, it was important that we made sure our holes were straight. At this point, it is essential that we make sure our holes are straight so that none of the bolts end up poking out of the boards. To do so, we attached the deep well drill bit to the angled drill guide and went ahead and did our pilot holes. Following up the first pilot hole, we moved to the opposite side of the same board and do our second pilot hole. Once we have the boards lagged together, we went ahead and flipped and did the opposite side for the pilot holes and then lag bolted them together on that side as well. This step, we went ahead and began driving the bolts in with a regular socket set. It became quickly apparent that we needed more force, and we moved to a breaker bar to help do that.
At this point, coffee tabletop is done. I'm wearing a different shirt. It took us a couple of days to get this thing done, but we're gonna head down to our buddy Luke's shop and he's gonna help us clean up our tube steel, get it ready for utilizing as the base of this piece. Understanding that not everybody's going to like the idea of using tube steel as the legs or the base for this table, but we want you to understand that it is a modern piece of furniture, and so we're really trying to get that clash of wood and steel. And to go a little deeper into this, it is wood from a 100-year-old house and steel from a brand new house, and so really want to have that clash, that understanding. Same reason why we didn't put a finish on the wood. We really want it to be raw and the basic building blocks. And so at this point, we're gonna head down to his shop. We found him hanging out under his truck, getting a little dirty.
Right here, these bushings.
With Luke's help, we were able to clean up the tube steel sections we're using for the base. Here he's using a grinder to clean off any burrs and straighten up the edges. Once he finished that up, we took the two steel sections outside and spray painted them with Rust-Oleum primer so as to stop any rust or corrosion.
And here we have a wild Luke in his native habitat.
Once the 2 layers of primer had dried, we went back to our shop to take care of the last 2 layers of paint. Once the paint had dried, we brought everything back inside and began marking on the bottom of the tabletop the placement of the steel. Once that was finished, we began marking the steel for the bolt connections. Beginning with the first one, moving on to the second one, and drilling the holes out as we went. At this point, we were almost finished. All we had to do was clean off any excess steel burrs, place the pieces of wood, place the steel where it needed to be, bolt and lag bolt everything together.
There you go. Super simple project, easy to do. We ended the footage a little soon. Only thing you guys missed was bolting everything together. We had some corrupt footage on our end. But otherwise, we achieved exactly what we set out to do, creating a modern piece of furniture, simple, elegant design. If there's any takeaways, it's the use of metal and wood to create that modern styling. Don't worry about what we chose to use for a base. Feel free to go ahead and do anything you want. We'd love to see if you guys take this advice and run with it. We'd love to see what you guys have created. Feel free to put that in the comments below. If you want to see something else similar to this, I know Sean's coming out with a video about a coffee table soon, and feel free to take a look at that one. It's a different style. It's more of a rustic look with hairpin legs. If you like what we do, feel free to hit subscribe. We're coming out with new content all the time. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. It lets us know that we're doing the right thing.
And if you guys want to see something else, feel free to comment, and we'll try and develop some other content geared towards what you guys want to see. If you want to follow Luke, I'll have his Instagram in the description below. But as always, keep building.